Hello, everybody. This is John Hiley with DentTrainer.com. Today, we are going to be doing this extreme glue pulling tutorial here. And we have called this the Cannonball dent because you can see it's about the size of a cannonball there. And this is going to be 100% glue pull. So we're not dropping the headliner on this car. And to be honest with you, the procedure that we're going to be using today is faster than dropping the headliner and actually pushing it out. Some of you guys know, here's a natural shot in the LED lighting here. And you can see that there is definitely some crowns around that dent. Now, if we were to drop the headliner, the one thing that you would find is that it's in a braced up area up here towards the front of the roof. So 9 times out of 10, actually all the time, when you have a dent up here towards the front of the roof, it's going to be completely braced up because they've got some structure in there to hold up the visors, and it's a structural part of the vehicle. So let's go ahead and move on to what I'm going to start with on this specific dent is a little bit of crown work. Most of the crown on this dent, however, it's got it on nearly every side all the way around the damage. However, most of it is actually locked up at the top. You can see there I'm using a soft tip knockdown, and I'm just laying it down with some nice soft hits there, relieving some pressure. I say it's kind of a rule of thumb when you are doing crown work on a large dent. If you're starting off with a little bit of crown work, you want to see metal movement in the dent. Now, if you got a dent that's just smashed in there and it's really, really deep and it's got a hard crown on it, and when you tap on that crown, there's no way that it's going to actually move the dent or move the metal, then you want to avoid doing the crown work to begin with. However, this specific dent is one that the crown work is going to complement the flow of the metal. You can actually see at this point, knocking it down, that it's actually went down about an inch. So it was, before doing the crown work that we're doing right now, it was about an inch bigger up there at the top. So this is going to complement the flow of the metal once we go in and start doing our glue pulling. Now we've got the light lined up here, going to be taking the first glue pull. Now I'm strategically placing this. I don't expect to see massive metal movement right here. However, I'm going to take that dent and I'm going to get the pressure off that crown. So I'm going to want to put this is kind of like a tension spot here that I'm doing. So now I've got some nice tension flowing into that crown. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do next. So this is the this next shot right here is the it's the very important one. So now I got all that tension flowing off that crown. It's not essentially going down into a deep hole right up there at the top. I'm going to go ahead and put one at the opposite side of the damage. Kind of let it set up here. You notice here I'm twisting it, I'm checking, making sure that it's cured properly, and bam, there it was. It just, you can almost see that high spot now up there at the top that was holding tension right in front of the crown. And that's what allowed us to get this type of pull down at the bottom of the crown. So I'm going to do a little bit of knockdown work. If you notice something here, when I'm doing this with the rubber ball on the back of the hammer, I'm looking to move a little bit of the crown metal and the waves. And the other thing that you might notice is that I have the light down at a tight reflective angle. And that's key if you're looking to kind of blend the waves out and all the little tension areas and kind of finalize them little crowns and ripples that were running through the whole damage. The tight reflective angle is the only way. You put the light up top a little bit too high, you create a bunch of little dents. This right here is the way to make that metal flow. So now we're going to be going into some more glue pulling here. You can see we got a wave up here at the top. And, another thing with the glue pulling you might notice here is that I am going a little bit more into a tighter angle with the light. Go ahead and put the mini lifter up there. And at this point, this is the first time I've broke out a mini lifter. I kind of explained to you the reasoning why. If you put a mini lifter on a large round dent when it's big like it was there at the beginning, it's not going to pull a lot of metal. So now we're going in for kind of putting the nail in the coffin here on this crown that was up here at the top with the blending hammer. Now when you go to blend this out and you're using this type of hammer, you just want to make sure that, again, you're trying to dish it out real nice and smooth. You can see I was using the polished tip there on the end, and that is going to give us a very accurate hit. Kind of resembles that of a hammer and knockdown using the nylon sharper tip knockdown. It gives you pinpoint precision. So there we go, got another tab there. And we didn't get like really bad creasing throughout the top of this crown. So that's kind of why I am using round tabs still at this point. However, on some of the harder hit crowns, you may have to break out a crease tab. You just got to make that judgment call when you get to that point. So if you think a crease tab is just going to pull interior, and here we are with the finished product. Would I say it was flawless? No, I would not say it was flawless. However, would I say the customer felt that it was flawless? Absolutely. And they were very, very happy with the results. Did not have to drop the headliner. We've actually taken this and turned it into, I'm gonna put about a 45-minute repair on this from start to finish. There was a lot of times walking around doing things. Things come up in the middle of repair. I'm always losing my hammer and knockdown and trying to find it. Where did I lay it and this kind of stuff, but. I would say as far as repair time, we had about a solid 45 minutes on this repair. So there you go. You can see the tight reflective angle there. Check it out in the lighting. This is the finished results here. Let's go ahead and take a look at it outside. We're going to go ahead and pull it into one of our parking spots here. A lot of the things that I want you to remember that we learned throughout this repair is to...